Hey everyone, so I really hope you enjoyed the session from my friend Stephanie. She is amazing. And I hope you learned a lot about yourself and about how to give feedback to others. I know I definitely did. So I'm going to go ahead and create this video to explain what next steps you need to do for your team to get these answers from your students, to know what kind of color they are and how to give feedback to them. One person on your team needs to follow these steps. Not everybody, just one person, and then they need to share all of this information with their team. So you get to pick one person from your team, and you are going to work together to help them go through the steps. So the first step is you're going to click this Google Sheet on slide 3, and you're going to make a copy of this Google Sheet. So right here, I've got copy of True Colors. This is where all the results will come in. It's set up very nicely. Do not mess with anything on the Google form. So right here, you've got your Google Sheet, and you have all of your different students that will pop up here. And then here you can see the results. So you can toggle down here and pick the different students that you want to see personally, and you'll be able to see their color in order. If you watch the whole video, Stephanie had a piece of paper and all of her students are on a different piece of paper, and then she uses that to group her students. So you could also do that with your students. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to this first page, and you're going to first go to File, Make a Copy. So that's step 1. And go ahead and write your team name or your last names, whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to put the date. So I know this is for the 2020 school year. So if you want to do it next year, you could do it. I'm going to hit OK. It's going to make a copy. So once I'm waiting for that copy, I will then wait. There we go. Okay, I've got my copy. Just leave Luis here. He won't mind. He's the one that did all the magic to create this awesome spreadsheet, which has all this awesome data that he did. Okay, so once you've got the copy, go ahead and share it with your teammates. So this is where you're going to share it with any spec ed teachers, any EL teachers, anybody that might need this data. So if you work really closely with a speech teacher, you could share it with them. And then your teammates, like your math or ELA or science or studies partner. Okay, so that is where you will share that Google Sheet with them. And then we're already done with step 2. All you had to do is rename it. And I'm also going to add here, rename and share. Okay. So step 3, you're now going to set up Autocrat. Now this one is a little bit trickier, but once you are ready, I'm going to go ahead and delete this box. So go ahead and you can feel free to delete these boxes. If you need Autocrat, it's linked on the spread or on the Google slide, and it's also in the sheet. So right here is the link that you would need for Autocrat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and delete it though because I already have it installed. Maybe. And if you do need it, you'll just click here and you'll just hit add. It's like right here. Okay. Did too many exits. There we go. So to get to Autocrat, you're going to go to add-ons. Then this is going to have a drop-down list of all my different add-ons. Hopefully you don't have as many as I do. And I'm going to go to Autocrat. It's the last one right here, launch. This is where the person who's doing it might need your help just to follow instructions. Okay, once I have Autocrat, it is going to load. And right here, Luis set this up. So it is pretty much set up for you. All you have to do is hit the pencil edit. And then you're just gonna look at every single information. The color, their results is going to go to the same template that you received. So they're gonna get this, hi, here it is, and their colors will be filled in, okay, just like you received. So this is the back end of that. All you have to do is keep hitting next. You don't need to do anything with this. Luis set this up for you. They're gonna get a PDF of it. And then they're also going to get their name and what they received. So they'll want to check their email for this information. Okay. You're going to just keep hitting next. And then right here is where you can edit the template. So right here, right now, they're going to receive an email. And whenever they fill out this Google form, it's going to send them that template of this Google slide. So it's going to fill in their information, which is really cool. If you've never used Autocrat, it can save you a lot of time with emails. So it's going to say, hello, whoever they are. Here are your results. You will need to edit this email for your students. So you might say, hi, attached is your personal test results. We will be talking about what they mean on Monday. A lot of times, like Stephanie said, she gives this for homework. So students come in the next day and then she goes over the results and she puts them in teams so the kids kind of collaborate as their colors together. So you're going to decide how, as a team, you're going to let your students analyze their results and how they're going to know what color they are and what that means. And so here in this email, you will need to edit it. Okay, once you're done, you're going to hit next. You're going to run on a trigger. So that means anytime the students fill this out, they will get an email. And it's going to update. And so Luis is going to get a nice email from me right when I hit save. So now that I hit save over here, should be coming. You just have to hit play. And I can see Autocrat popping up over here. So that means I've set it up correctly. If you've hit play and you see these different lines, you have set it up correctly. And I'm going to show you as soon as it does its thing, what that will look like. So Autocrat's probably going to be the hardest step. And if you need help, just let me know or David know, and we can definitely help you. And if you want to see the students' results over here, it creates a nice little hyperlink. And I can see how Luis did, or the test account did. And I can see tests, and then I can see the different scores. So this is what the students will get. If for some reason there's an error, I can see that it was unsuccessfully sent. However, this one was successful. Okay. And again, that's going to be the hardest part. And you just go to add-ons, Autocrat, launch, and then just edit the email part. Okay, to whatever your team wants to say to students. Right. Once you have Autocrat all set up, you can then send your Google form to your students. So I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet. And to send out my Google form, I'm going to go to Tool, Form, and I'm going to go to Send Form. Okay, you're going to click or wait, and you're going to copy the link, or you can email your students, however you want to send this out. I suggest you take the link, copy it, paste it on their weekly agenda, put it in their Google Classroom, and just say, please do this for homework. Please do it on your remote time. You could videotape yourself going over and reading all the questions, so some of the students might not know how to answer some of those. That might be a suggestion that you could do. And then once you do that, you're ready to analyze the information. And there's a couple different ways you could do this. You could then use it to group students like Stephanie does, and she uses it. Every single student is in a group together. You could have the students work together. Providing feedback for kids is going to be huge. And so this was a really awesome sketch note that another one of my friends did, and it talks about all of our different colors and how we can use those to really help give feedback. And in the boxes is how you should be giving feedback to students. So I just love this graphic. It really does help me when I'm thinking about, okay, how do I need to give feedback to a green? I need to ask questions, and I need to be clear about what I'm looking for. When I'm giving feedback to a blue, it looks a little bit different. They need check-ins. They also need me to be positive. So that positive feedback sandwich where it's a positive thing, what you need to work on, and then another positive. I also, with oranges, I need to put their name in my feedback when I give them feedback. And then my golds, I need to give them feedback kind of throughout the process and let them know, yes, you're doing it right. And I need to keep my word. If I said 4 paragraphs, I better make sure that that's what the actual rubric says instead of 5. So just making sure that you're giving feedback to all of these different students. And when you're grouping them so there's one of each student. I know when I work in a group of all greens, I about lose my mind. I'm definitely a gold, type A type of person, and I need to get things done. And so when I'm with greens and they're just questioning me, it drives me crazy because I'm like, I need another gold to help me. So make sure you do have even groups. And then if you want additional ideas, you could have your students, work together. Stephanie provided her blog post on how to do this. You could also send the Google form to parents. What a great way to know how your parents respond. And she does a presentation at her back to school night with the Google form, so the parents do it, and then she goes over the colors and what they mean. She also has the students relate the colors to the curriculum. So if they're reading a book, they might say this character is a green because of this reason. And she said it's really helped her and her students make connections with different stories. If for some reason you need something because it got deleted or something else, let me know. Or you can go to this folder, and this folder will have everything that you could possibly need for this activity. So it's got her Google slide if you want to see the presentation. It's got speaker notes if you need help with understanding the content. It's got the Google form that you're going to copy. It's got the Google form or Google Sheet, sorry, and then it has the Google form, which you don't need really. It's just there to show you what it looks like. You just need it to copy and paste it. And then right here are directions if you need the directions. And then here is for Autocrat. For some reason, something got deleted, just let me know, or try to go in the folder and you can try to fix it, but it might be kind of complicated. So just let me know if you do need help. And if you have any questions, let me know. But I really do hope that this way of thinking with personalities really does help. I think it makes a lot of sense when I'm working with other people. Also on the first slide is her website. And she is working on a project this year that is going to work with the colors. So every month, this is August's challenge. Golds are supposed to do something greens just to create like a well-balanced person. So you could do these different challenges with your students, with your TBT teams, and kind of see if you guys can keep each other accountable. And it really will get you outside of your comfort zone. So I will be doing the challenges along with a couple of my other friends. So feel free to join in the fun. And if you guys have any questions or need anything, let me know.